A beautiful fall Sunday, the perfect day for football. But on this particular day, the players decide to go with a foam shaving cream. The result, a severe lack of protection. If these guys had simply used Edge Pro Gel with 8 rich lubricants, they would have had the protection they so badly needed. Not getting the protection you need? Make the call to Edge Pro Gel. Edge Pro Gel. Save your skin.
This NFL Films production is a presentation of the National Football League.
NFL team highlight videos are brought to you by Edge Pro Gel. Lose the foam, save your skin.
It's been an up and down year. It's been a very emotional year. You guys have hung in there. You've kept fighting.
Oh, merciful heaven. Blasted from behind. Looking right, rush, head sack. Thrown back to the 5. A brilliant special teams play. And off Smith up the middle. To the 20. They're going to catch him from behind. A stiff arm to the 5. He carried it in. What a run by Emmitt Smith. Rocket in stride. He'll run away. Take it home. Touchdown, Rocket.
Though near invincible at home in 1999, the Dallas Cowboys proved to be mere mortals on the road, and no venue was more disappointing than Minnesota in January.
There is no tomorrow. You got full quarters to play. Hard, intensity, focus, football.
High formation, pitch right to Smith. A couple of blocks, cuts it up, touch to the left, goal line, touchdown, Emmitt Smith.
The Cowboys' early lead evaporated when miscues meant opportunities squandered.
And the ball is out! The ball is out! On the sideline, the Vikings have recovered a fumble.
The emotional playoff loss was overshadowed by the passing of Tom Landry this offseason. But his championship legacy lives on in Dallas. In the brilliant backdrop of Texas Stadium, young stars, old heroes, and new faces are ready to etch their place in Cowboys history. On opening day, owner Jerry Jones was anxious to see his new players clash with the rival Redskins.
Johnston in motion, Aikman back, they blitz, pick it up, throws it over the middle, it is caught at the goal line, dropped in the end zone, recovered, touchdown, LaFleur. Wow.
Tight end David LaFleur emerged with steady hands to give Dallas an early lead. But in the third quarter, the Cowboys became unraveled, falling behind 35-14. Finally, the defense made a key stop, and the momentum shifted.
Aikman toss left. Emmitt Smith, a stiff arm to the goal line and into the end zone. Touchdown!
In football, he who pushes hardest has the upper hand. And Larry Allen's block set the tone for Dallas's fourth quarter comeback. As usual, it was the playmaker in crunch time. And Michael Irvin was the target for 2 of Troy Aikman's career-high 5 touchdown passes.
Aikman, straight drop, time, throws it to the post, touchdown! He nailed the touchdown to Michael Irvin.
With the score tied at 35, the game went to overtime, and the Cowboys went for it all.
The Dallas 24, Aikman, play fake, back with time, deep, he's got Rocket alone, Rocket, caught it at the 40, Rocket to the 10, Rocket, touchdown, Dallas wins in overtime. Aikman to Ishmael, 76 yards, and it's one of the best in the series.
After Rocket's launch on opening day, the defense lifted the Cowboys in week 2. Linebacker Dexter Coakley keyed the effort with an interception and a sack. And Emmitt Smith ran for 2 scores.
And off Smith, up the middle, a big block to the goal line, touchdown Emmitt Smith.
The front line frustrated the Falcons until they made a crucial mistake.
Right hand as he throws, intercepted. Intercepted by a defensive end. Greg Ellis running right to the 40. He beats Canal, and he's caving all the way. Greg Ellis to the 20. Greg Ellis. Touchdown.
You're the key, Greg. All right.
In his second season, Greg Ellis became a household name, scoring 2 touchdowns and collecting 7.5 sacks. At right end, another name to remember is Ebenezer Ekuban.
I think they're both very talented young men that all their football is ahead of them. Both of those guys are guys that bring speed and athletic ability to that position, and that's hopefully going to be where we can put some pressure on the quarterback.
Also providing pressure will be Alonzo Spellman,
Come on, big cat.
the big cat Leon Lett, Pepe Zelma, and Chad Hennings.
Oh, man.
With a renewed pass rush and the return of Deion Sanders from a toe injury, the pressure was on Arizona's Jake Plummer in Week 4.
Plummer's back looking right. Dumps a little slant for McCullough in and out of his hands, but the ball's intercepted by George Teague at the 25-yard line. To the 20, to the 10, George Teague to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys.
5 forced turnovers favored the home team, and the Cowboys took advantage.
Aikman back looking right, looking left, throwing to the post, caught by Irvin, touchdown.
We can't match up. I know. We got to throw the ball deep a couple of times, okay? Come on, play cover 2 like you did last time here. See if we can't get Rocket down the middle. Come on, baby.
Dallas at its 37, its worst starting field position. Cardinals blitz on first down. Aikman back, steps up, deep ball right side. Rocket in stride, caught it at the 20. He'll run away. Touchdown. Aikman to Rocket Ismail. 63 yards.
That is lightning in a bottle right there, baby. I believe 81's a keeper. I believe 81's a keeper.
Keeping Ismail, number 81, under wraps proved futile for the flailing Cardinals. And Rocket's near score set up Emmitt Smith for the runaway final.
Power eye, handoff, Smith, bounces outside, easy score. Touchdown, Emmitt Smith.
After a strong start, the Cowboys dropped 4 of their next 5 games, all on the road, as injuries to the big 3, Aikman, Smith, and Irvin, slowed the offense. Irvin's was the worst, and in Week 5, Dallas's all-time leading receiver was lost for the season.
Well, there's a Cowboy down. I couldn't see what the deal was, but Michael Irvin hasn't gotten up yet. Oh, that looks bad.
Fullback Darrell Johnston suffered a similar injury, but it does not diminish his status as one of the NFL's Iron Men. In his first 8 seasons, Moose never missed a game, establishing himself as the best blocking back in football.
Toss right, Emmitt Smith. A great block from Johnston. Touchdown, Emmitt Smith.
You have to use every advantage that you possibly can, and the best thing to do is to use their momentum against them. I kind of react to what they're doing as to what I'm going to do in my blocking techniques. You just have to take pride in what you do and know that your peers and your teammates are going to be watching you on film. To know that it's clear cut that your block was the one that sprung him for a touchdown. That's definitely what it's all about.
Though the future is uncertain for Johnston and Irvin, their accomplishments are legendary. In 3 tries, they've won 3 Super Bowls, achieving football's highest summit.
Put it all together today. It's the day we got to put it all together.
Putting all the pieces together in 2000 will be the responsibility of new head coach Dave Campo.
All right. That's it, D. That's it, D. All right, now let's get down to business here.
As defensive coordinator, Campo's unit ranked in the top 10 4 out of the last 5 years.
Come on, D. Let's be sharp now. Be sharp all the time. All right, get set, get set, get set. There's the ball. There's the ball. Go get!
He is a coach who gets the most out of his players.
What the? Get back on the ball. Get back on the ball. No huddle. Bread and butter, tight end. Take him. That's you, Woody. It's you, Woody. All right. Talk to each other now, linebackers. Let them know, personnel. Let them know what backfield set we're in now. Let's go. Switch check kick now. Make sure he's got it. Kick left. Kick left. This is unusual. We haven't done this, right? Kick left now. Kick left.
Dave Campo understands good defense, and he understands good offense because he's been defensing it for a long time. I think that he has a way with players that is about emotion and about enthusiasm, but also is about intensity.
Get to the ball. Cut back. There it is. That's it. That's it, Leon. How do it work, Leon? Back in the huddle. Let's go.
I think if you combine all of those things and the fact that he's real smart, he's got a chance to be the coach of another Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl team.
Campo will have help on offense. Jack Riley comes over from New England as the new offensive coordinator. His hiring marks the return of the offensive system that won 3 championships in the 90s.
Give me Wes. Give me Wes. Please, can I have Wes, please?
Also in demand was a receivers coach like Wes Chandler, who will try to teach others how to make it look so easy.
Straight down. Take him about 2 steps to the post. Straighten up. Give him a little wiggle. Come straight back to the ball. Beat him every time.
As Aikman knows, it also has a little to do with timing.
Go, come back.
Something the quarterback worked on with Rocket Ismail at the beginning of the season.
It's a corner seated in your pavement. You're ready to go.
Safety, I'm keeping it on.
It's a safety, you're keeping it on. You got pass. The inside curl. You know the play?
Yeah.
Try to keep it a little higher. Just a little higher. Blue 45!
This year, Aikman's leadership will benefit James McKnight and Wayne McGarrity, 2 young receivers returning from injury.
Hey, Wayno, nice job, baby. Nice job. Hey, everything just needs to be a little quicker. Just a little more urgency on everything, all right? Okay. Nice job.
We're going to be a run and gun type of an offense. I think we're going to try to play fast. We're going to try to play physical. We're going to try to use the weapons that we have.
One explosive new weapon for the Cowboys is Joey Galloway.
Good time, launches it, going down the sidelines. Galloway got it! Touchdown, Seattle!
Boone sets up in the pocket, fires the home run ball at Galloway in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks! Joey Galloway! Galloway hauls it in for a touchdown!
That's the way to make a big play when we need it, baby.
As he develops his intermediate game, which should come with more experience, you couple that with what we know he can do with his speed in the deep threat, and I think we're going to have one of the best receivers in the NFL.
With Galloway and Rocket on the outside, and the emerging Jason Tucker in the slot, the middle should be wide open for David LaFleur and newcomer Jackie Harris. In this offense, the winningest quarterback of the 90s will have no trouble finding the open man, something he did with ease in the Cowboys' second meeting with the Washington Redskins.
Gentlemen, if you got the feet jacked up for today, you ain't got a heart. Let's go. Knockout on 3. 1, 2, 3, knockout.
On their first strike, Dallas chose grace over brawn.
Quick fade for Rocket at the goal line, up over his shoulder. He caught it. Touchdown. What a brilliant throw and catch.
Another big catch was made by the Cowboys' biggest target, who somehow went unnoticed.
Side LaFleur, a cover, touchdown, Big Daddy.
This thing is so wide open, it wasn't even funny.
Meanwhile, the defense foiled the Redskins' vaunted attack, flushing Brad Johnson out of the pocket and into trouble.
That's the way to step up, baby. That's the way to step up, baby. Keep getting after his ass. Keep getting after his ass. Let's bring it on home. Bring it on home, Dallas.
Primetime cleaned house for the Cowboys as they swept the Skins for the second straight year.
From Wynn, up the middle 40. Can he beat the punter? Midfield. Dion to the 30. Prime time to the 10. No yellow hankies. Touchdown. Dion Sanders, 70 yards.
Big game today, big game today.
Let it just like a playoff game. Turn it up a notch, and we'll be all right.
But Green Bay had trouble in Big D, though Dallas was playing without the Big Three for the very first time.
Don't worry about it, y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, nice job on the cutoff on 33. Did you see it coming? That up, baby.
On offense, the Cowboys didn't miss a beat, even when they lost their footing.
Caught by Rocket, gets up and runs away. 20, a downfield block from Mills to the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown! Rocket made that play.
It's going to be 7-3, Lisa. You be ready to go. You be ready to go. Everybody ready to go. Because it's going to be a throwing game. Okay, man. Let's get him down. Let's get him on the ground.
The defense kept coming, but the Packers stayed close, and Dallas readied for one final stand.
Come on! 21 seconds. Favre is 25 yards away from a tie. Snap is back. Rush. Hit as he throws down the left side. Intercepted. George Teague. In the words of Chris Berman, he could go all the way. Diving into the end zone. George Teague. Touchdown. He puts it away for the Cowboys.
Those guys played their heart out. Wow, what an effort. Hey, what I say? Hits and picks. Yes, sir.
We had a lot of guys make plays. We had a lot of great effort on the field. That's a way to execute. That's a way to play with heart. That's a way to care about what happens on the football field with each other.
Don't worry about the Big Three. Today wasn't even about the Big Three. It was about this team, the heart that this team has. And this heart bleeds more than just 3 players. Don't y'all ever forget it.
You know, baby.
Remembering that will be Ryan McNeil, the newest member of the Cowboys secondary, who led the league with 9 interceptions in 1997.
We needed in Ryan McNeil a corner with experience, with some size. I think we have that.
The Cowboys also have 8-year veteran Kevin Smith at corner, along with Duane Hawthorne and Charlie Williams.
We're going out there to knock some heads off today.
In George Teague and Darren Woodson, Dallas has 2 safeties who hit like linebackers. At linebacker, Darren Wortham and Joe Bowden bring Super Bowl experience to one of the fastest units in the NFL.
What you gonna do? Let's go, baby. Hey, we're gonna make them turn this ball over. We're gonna make them turn it over.
Enter Dexter Coakley, who was selected to his first Pro Bowl in 1999.
Marino in the gun, the blitz is on. Throws it over the middle, intercepted. It's Dexter Coakley at the 35, coming left. The defense will make a play. Touchdown, Dexter Coakley.
That's the way to be aggressive. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. That's the way to be aggressive.
On Thanksgiving, the Cowboys celebrated the spirit of taking with 5 interceptions.
Hey, we're hot, baby. We're hot in the back end, baby. We're hot. Hey, baby.
Dan Marino's Turkey Day ended in a Dallas barbecue as the defense scored a shutout.
Marino got one more in it.
A second-half breakthrough for Coakley and the Cowboys led to a defensive breakdown for the Dolphins.
If I blitz, there's no one on that slot receiver. Pardon? If I blitz, there's no one on the slot receiver.
Out of the eye. Play fake by Aikman. He's back, going deep to the middle. Rocket on the post at the 25. Turns right at the 15. Puts on the final jet. Touchdown, Rocket. 65 yards and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
In Week 14, Chris Warren ran for 92 yards against the Eagles. He had help along the way from converted linebacker Robert Thomas, who seemed at home in his new role as fullback.
And Robert Thomas got him a nifty block there. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Troy Aikman's pinpoint passing led a balanced Cowboys attack. On the other side of the ball, the Eagles looked anything but. Darren Hambrick, number 54, accepted this gift. While Woodson and Teague provided hits that shook the very earth. On the day, number 8 spread the ball to as many receivers, delivering the decisive blow with a shot down the middle.
Aikman play fake, back, steps up, he has time, into the end zone, touchdown. Right to the post, perfect strike, Big Daddy.
Up front, the tight end often acts as an extension of the offensive line. A unit fortified by the return of center Mark Stepnoski.
Hey, Steph! What, hang in there.
Left tackle Flozell Adams and rookie Solomon Page are developing a nastiness already mastered by Eric Williams, whose long arms pack the punch of a Louisville slugger. Last season, the unit allowed the second fewest number of sacks in the NFL. They have Larry Allen, an overpowering force, quick enough to chip two defenders on the same play, and strong enough to clear out an entire side of the field. Appreciative of the Giants up front is the man who runs behind them, the ever-nimble Emmitt Smith, number 22.
Smith slips away outside left to the 40, first down, to midfield, breaking away. Emmitt trying to come through left guard, touchdown!
In his 10th year, Smith proved he can still move, rushing for 1,400 yards in '99. Never the fastest of running backs, Emmitt has the ability to outmuscle and outsmart his pursuers.
Handoff, Smith coming outside left. Still going. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Emmitt Smith has done it again.
In the season finale versus the Giants, with a playoff berth at stake, Smith rushed for 122 yards, his 9th 100-yard game of the year. And his groundwork set up the Cowboys' first touchdown through the air.
Ismail motion, Aikman back to throw, looking left, not there, over the middle, got a man, touchdown! Rocket Ismail!
Nice job, heavies. Nice protection, fellas.
Within the seed, Larry Allen pool, we're outnumbered.
New York was overmatched at the line of scrimmage, giving Aikman the time to throw for 288 yards and a chance to pass Dallas into the postseason.
Let's go now, let's go! Go one on, 334 waggle, X comeback. Everybody live now. Blue 81! Blue 81!
Second and 14 at the 10. Aikman back, throws a slant. Tucker up to the 20 and running away. Tucker to the 40. Tucker to midfield. There are no flags. 90 yards. The day just got better for Jason Tucker. Touchdown, Cowboys.
With a strong finish to the 1999 season, the hometown heroes set their sights on the new year and a return to the playoffs. As the Cowboys look to a promising future, they reflect on a man who was their past. From his college years at the University of Texas to his time as a player-coach for the New York Giants, Thomas Wade Landry was one of the true pioneers of the game. While Landry redefined pro football, he also made a profound impact on the men who played it.
Of course, the nuts and bolts of the Dallas Cowboys is a man that wears a funny hat on the sidelines.
For 29 years, Tom Landry was the only head coach the Dallas Cowboys ever knew.
He'll run now, he'll run, baby, he'll run!
With unshakable poise and steely determination, he helped build one of the NFL's great dynasties.
Staubach throwing in the end zone. Tony Hill! Touchdown! Tony Hill!
The Cowboys have come from behind twice, unbelievably.
Under Landry, the Cowboys gained 19 playoff berths, won their division 13 times, and triumphed in 2 Super Bowls. Yet to reach that summit, Landry guided the Cowboys through years of disappointment and near misses.
We've been called everything, bridesmaids, next year's champions, and can't win the big one, and all these things.
In 1965, following a crucial loss to the Steelers, Landry's usually stoic mask cracked in the locker room.
Started out and said, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all the work and effort that you've given me. And then he broke down and he wept, and he wept for quite some time. And that was his turning point of the Dallas Cowboys, and it really touched us. His humanness came out, and we never forgot that.
Stirred by Landry's passion for the team, the Cowboys began an unequaled stretch of 20 consecutive winning seasons. It was an accomplishment built on a belief in Landry's innovative system. As the father of the 4-3 defense, an architect of multiple offensive sets, Landry helped shape the game we know today while training its leaders.
I learned everything I know about football from Coach Landry. A genius at football in a sense that he understood defense, and because of his great understanding of defense, that's what made him a great offensive coach, and he had to learn how to defeat that defense.
Head on, take off right through that gap, let's go.
He was the one unique man of our time that coached both phases of the game.
Go hard, go hard, go hard. Okay, that's the way to find daylight. That's the way to find daylight.
People say it's impossible, but he did it with tremendous success.
Well, of course, you look at people that probably are like, your second father. He really affected me as a person. The way he led his life, to be as strong a Christian as he was, how he handled adversity, how to treat people, how to be organized, all those things that are important, come from Coach Landry.
I think what every one of us admired about him was the fact that he was very honest. When you go in to talk to Coach Landry, you know what he's going to tell you is going to be true. And he's not going to lie to you, and he's not going to deceive you. I kind of like being around people like that, who are honest and straightforward.
The poise and the patience that Tom Landry had, and his dignity with which he went about handling us, I'll cherish those years that I spent with him.
Coach Landry was not only trying to prepare us to be good football players. What he was doing is building something within us, a mental toughness that we could not only use while we were on that football field, but we can use in everyday life.
Recently, at a ceremony to honor the lifetime achievements of Tom Landry and Roger Staubach, poignant memories and deep emotions welled up in his former players.
In 1980, my dad died. And I tell you, Coach Landry, I shook his hand, I had tears in my eyes, and he looked me in the eye, and he said, Randy, I'm sorry. He says, you take as much time as you need with your family. And the thing I say about Coach Landry, he doesn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. And I can also say I love Tom Landry, and mean that honestly.
Though Tom Landry has passed into the shadows, his brilliant legacy remains. While coaching the Cowboys, he redefined the game, and in guiding these men, he changed their lives. Edge Pro Gel presents the Dallas Cowboys' ultimate performance of the century. In 1971, the Cowboys secured their place among the NFL's elite with their first championship, beating Miami 24-3 in Super Bowl VI. Chuck Howley led the defense, forcing 2 turnovers, and Roger Staubach threw 2 touchdown passes to earn MVP honors. Tom Landry's Cowboys had finally won the big game, and they went on to become one of the most successful teams in league history.
Edge Pro Gel for unsurpassed comfort. Lose the foam. Save your skin.
Greatest players who've ever played this game.
There were so many people just cheering.
It was a special time and a special team.
Do you realize how great those moments were?
History couldn't be written
without these guys.
Some of the greatest memories anybody could have.
The ultimate honor that a football player can receive.
You know, it takes a team to get to the Hall of Fame.
They made the game what it is today.
What makes it fun is the cheering of the crowd.
The fans are the greatest part of football. And this is your Hall of Fame.
This NFL Films production has been brought to you by the National Football League. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com.